In 2020, the Philippines was gripped by the COVID-19 pandemic. Hospitals overflowed, unemployment rose, and millions of Filipinos feared for their future and health. Amid this crisis, another storm emerged. One inside the very institution meant to protect the nation's medical needs. The Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, better known as PhilHealth, became the center of allegations involving fund mismanagement and questionable financial decisions. At a time when every peso mattered, critical questions surfaced. Were the funds meant for healthcare being used responsibly? And how did these issues affect millions of Filipinos relying on the system? PhilHealth is designed to uphold ethical standards of public service. Its funds come from the contributions of Filipino workers, employers, and the national government. These funds must be protected with honesty, fairness, and transparency. But in 2020, whistleblowers revealed possible ethical breaches involving the Interim Reimbursement Mechanism or IRM. IRM was created to provide immediate financial assistance to hospitals responding to COVID-19. But allegations claim that funds were not always distributed to facilities that needed them the most. Some hospitals reportedly received large lump sum amounts despite having few or no COVID patients, while others in critical regions experienced delays. This raised serious ethical questions. Was the distribution of funds fair? Were decisions driven by medical need or by politics and internal influence? Or were people's lives placed at risk because of uneven allocation?
The IRM controversy involved about 15 billion in advance payment to hospitals, but investigation showed inconsistencies. Some facilities without COVID-19 cases received large amount, while major referral centers struggled with delays. This suggested that allocation process lacked fairness and clear criteria. Another issue involved PhilHealth information technology budget amounting to nearly 734 million. Senate hearings revealed allegations of overpriced laptops, duplicate software systems, and unclear procurement procedures. Several items were flagged as unnecessary or overpriced, raising concern about waste and possible corruption. The financial and social impact was severe. Misallocation of funds meant hospitals received support late, health workers lacked resources, and the public questioned whether PhilHealth would remain financially stable. In the middle of pandemic, every peso lost translated to fewer medical supplies, delayed treatment, and reduced trust in healthcare system. Ethically, public institutions must prove that every expense benefits the citizens they serve. The allegations suggested that PhilHealth financial safeguards were not strong enough to prevent mismanagement, opening the door to waste, abuse, or even corruption. The PhilHealth controversy exposed several important insights about financial management in government agencies. First, the need for strong internal controls are important. PhilHealth lacked strict verification procedures for fund releases, making it difficult to track irregularities in the IRM distribution and procurement system. Second, transparency must be non-negotiable. PhilHealth financial data, procurement decisions, and allocation processes were not always easy for the public to access or understand. When financial information is not transparent, trust quickly erodes. Third, the IRM issue showed importance of having clear and consistent guidelines. Emergency funds must be distributed using objective criteria such as number of patients, hospital capacity, and community infection rates. Ambiguous rules create opportunities for questionable decisions. Finally, the situation proved that need for modern digital systems. Outdated technology makes it harder to track funds accurately, increases risk of fraud, and slows down decision-making. Strengthening digital infrastructure helps ensure that every peso is monitored and recorded properly. For many Filipinos, this scandal was not just about money, it was about survival. Mismanagement funds could mean hospitals running out of supplies, patients unable to receive care, and families falling deeper into financial hardship. The pandemic made it clear that our healthcare system must be strong, transparent, and reliable. Allegations against PhilHealth were disappointing, but they also revealed how much work we still need to do build an effective healthcare system.
This experience highlights the importance of accountability. Public funds are a public trust. When the trust is broken, the people suffer. But when institutions take responsibility and implement reforms, hope becomes possible again.
The PhilHealth mismanagement allegations of 2020 were a wake-up call for the nation. It exposed weaknesses in the governance, financial management, and ethical leadership. But it also sparked reforms, improved auditing, leadership changes, stricter procurement rules, and continued modernization of digital systems. These improvements shows that accountability is possible and necessary. As the country moved forward, rebuilding trust meant ensuring that every peso reaches the people who need it most. Ethical financial management is not simply a requirement, but it is a responsibility that protects the welfare for every Filipinos.
Ultimately, the story of PhilHealth in 2020 teaches us that integrity is essential because lives depend on it. The goal remains clear: a truthful, transparent, and trustworthy healthcare system for every Filipino.
The Philippines. Kani ba? Ayun na pangduwaga. Kuri pakita sa imo.
Isbo gamay.